If you're over 60, what I'm about to reveal could be the difference between a peaceful life and years of suffering from prostate problems. Many men make the same mistakes every day without realizing they are literally destroying their prostate. I am Dr. Ruth, and today I will show you the 10 most dangerous habits that could be silently enlarging your prostate. The number one on the list is so common that you're probably doing it right now without imagining the harm it causes. Have you ever woken up several times during the night to go to the bathroom? Do you find it difficult to start or stop the flow of urine? Or maybe you have that feeling that your bladder never empties completely? These are clear signs that your prostate may be enlarging. And it's not just because of age. The truth is that everyday factors accelerate this process. As a doctor, I have treated hundreds of men who came to my clinic desperate, some even with urinary retention, simply because they ignored these signs for years. But I have also seen men in their 80s who live without any prostate discomfort, precisely because they changed their habits in time. The difference between them and those who suffer lies in the small details of everyday life. Let's begin our countdown of the 10 most dangerous habits for the prostate. Drinking very little water. Many older men make this mistake thinking they will reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom, but the opposite actually happens. When you don't drink enough water, your urine becomes more concentrated and acidic, irritating both the bladder and the prostate. Remember that the prostate is located just below the bladder, so when the bladder suffers, the prostate does too. Chronic dehydration causes inflammation, which is one of the main causes of prostate enlargement. Additionally, many men at this age take medications that can cause dehydration, worsening the problem. A dehydrated body also accumulates toxins more easily, overloading the entire urinary system. Over time, this silent damage leads to prostate enlargement and worsening urinary symptoms. The solution is simple. Drink water in small sips throughout the day. Even if you're not thirsty, your urine should be clear or very light yellow, indicating good hydration. Don't fear water. It's your natural ally against prostate problems. Sitting for hours. I know that after 60, the armchair becomes more welcoming, but spending hours sitting could be damaging your prostate more than you think. When you remain in the same position for too long, especially sitting, constant pressure is created in the pelvic area. This pressure reduces blood flow to the prostate, causing inflammation and contributing to its growth. Men who spend all day watching television, reading, or working while sitting have a higher risk of developing prostate problems. It's not about avoiding rest, it's about not staying still for too long. The pelvic floor muscles also weaken when inactive, making it difficult to completely empty the bladder. This leaves urine residue in the bladder, further irritating the prostate. A simple rule: get up every 30 minutes and walk for at least 2 minutes. It could be just to the kitchen to get a glass of water or a walk around the house. This simple movement keeps the blood circulating and relieves pressure on the prostate. Don't let a sedentary lifestyle become a health problem in the future. Excessive coffee consumption. Brazilian coffee is sacred, I know, but excess coffee and other caffeinated beverages could irritate your prostate more than you think. Caffeine is a natural diuretic, meaning it produces more urine and overworks the bladder. It also causes the muscles around the bladder to contract more frequently, leading to urgency and even leaks. For someone with a sensitive or enlarged prostate, this additional pressure is a real problem. But it doesn't stop there. Caffeine also contracts the muscles in the bladder neck, making it difficult to empty completely. The result: more urine retained in the bladder, more pressure on the prostate, more inflammation, and more discomfort. I'm not saying you should give up coffee completely, but moderation is key. 1 cup in the morning generally doesn't cause problems, but several throughout the day can be harmful. Try replacing the second cup with decaffeinated or herbal tea and see if your urinary symptoms improve. Sometimes small adjustments make a big difference. Spicy and processed foods. Brazilian cuisine is full of flavor, but excesses can harm the prostate. Very spicy and processed foods can cause silent inflammation in your body. Excess black pepper and very spicy sauces increase overall inflammation, including in the prostate. A spicy dish occasionally isn't a problem, but consuming them daily can irritate an already sensitive prostate. Processed foods are even worse. French fries, sausages, frozen meals, and fast food are full of preservatives, colorings, too much sodium, and bad fats.
They damage your overall health and unbalance your hormones. Excess salt, for example, causes fluid retention and puts pressure on the entire urinary system. Bad fats and chemical additives can affect testosterone levels, a hormone that directly influences prostate size. If your meals come more from packages than fresh ingredients, your prostate could be paying the price. Prioritize natural anti-inflammatory foods, vegetables, fruits, fish, and nuts. A healthy diet doesn't have to be boring. It just needs to be balanced. Holding in urine, we've all done it. Holding in urine because we're busy or far from a bathroom. But doing this regularly can seriously damage the prostate. When you hold in urine for too long, the bladder stretches and presses on the prostate located just below it. Over time, this causes irritation and swelling in the prostate tissue. Older men are especially vulnerable as the muscles controlling the bladder and prostate weaken with age. Holding in urine can also cause incomplete bladder emptying, leaving stagnant urine. This leftover urine is the perfect environment for bacteria and inflammation that can cause infections and further irritate the prostate, contributing to its enlargement. To protect your prostate, listen to your body's signals. Don't delay going to the bathroom, especially if you already have trouble sleeping or experience nighttime urgency. Going as soon as you feel the need is one of your best defenses. Remember that the bladder and prostate work as a team. If one is under stress, the other feels it too. Smoking or being near smokers. Cigarettes are one of the prostate's worst enemies. Even if you don't smoke, regularly being near smokers is harmful. The chemicals in tobacco reduce blood flow, increase inflammation, and damage delicate tissues, including those of the prostate. Smoking also increases oxidative stress, weakening the body's ability to repair itself over time. This leads to prostate inflammation, gland enlargement, and even a higher risk of prostate cancer. In the case of older men, the damage accumulates more quickly. Tobacco also reduces essential antioxidant levels in the body, weakening natural defenses against prostate problems. Even if you quit smoking years ago, regularly being near smokers can affect your health. If you still smoke, talk to your doctor about ways to quit. There are support therapies, nicotine replacements, and even natural treatments that can help. The benefits begin almost immediately. Within a few weeks, circulation improves, inflammation decreases, and the prostate can begin to recover. If you've never smoked, avoid exposure to smoke completely. That simple decision can ensure you years of better prostate health. Skipping regular medical checkups. Many men only see a doctor when something seriously bothers them, but this is a dangerous approach. Especially after the age of 60, the prostate can enlarge silently without obvious symptoms at first. Regular checkups help detect problems early before they worsen. A simple checkup can reveal signs of inflammation, infections, or growths that aren't yet causing pain. Exams like the digital rectal exam and PSA test are quick, non-invasive, and can save lives. Skipping routine appointments means missing the opportunity to act preventively. Some men feel uncomfortable talking about urinary problems, but the sooner you talk about them, the more natural treatment options you'll have. Delaying appointments can turn small problems into serious ones, like urinary retention or prostate infections. See your doctor at least once a year to talk about prostate health. It's not just peace of mind, it's a powerful prevention tool. If something is detected early, lifestyle changes are often sufficient without the need for medication or surgery. Don't wait for symptoms to become unbearable. Preventive care is the smartest habit any mature man can adopt. Eating too much red meat. Red meat may be a staple in Brazilian meals, but eating it daily could be silently enlarging your prostate. Studies show that a high intake of red meat, especially processed meats like bacon, sausages, and cold cuts, is linked to increased inflammation throughout the body, including the prostate. Saturated fats and chemicals used in processing are the main contributors, as they can unbalance hormones and increase oxidative stress. In older adults, inflaming the prostate also slows digestion, and red meat takes longer to process. This slow digestion contributes to weight gain and pelvic pressure. You don't need to become a vegetarian overnight, but reducing red meat consumption to once or twice a week can make a big difference. Replace it with lean proteins like fish and chicken, grilled or plant-based. Try more fiber-rich meals like lentil soups or bean dishes. These changes favor prostate health and improve digestion. Your body will thank you with fewer symptoms, more energy, and better prostate function in the long run. Excess abdominal weight. As we age, additional weight around the waist isn't just an aesthetic problem, it's an important warning sign for prostate problems. Abdominal fat produces inflammatory chemicals that circulate throughout the body, including the prostate. This constant inflammation irritates the prostate, contributes to its growth, and increases the risk of urinary problems. Men with larger waists are more likely to have an enlarged prostate, frequent nighttime urination, and even erection problems. Excess weight also alters hormonal balance, especially testosterone and estrogen, which directly influence prostate size. The solution isn't a crash diet, but slow and steady improvements. A short walk, smaller portions, and reducing sugar intake can begin to melt abdominal fat. Losing a few kilos can lead to noticeable relief of urinary symptoms. And don't forget that abdominal fat also physically presses against the bladder and pelvic organs, increasing pressure on the prostate. Maintaining a healthy waist, generally below 100 centimeters, is one of the best long-term strategies for prostate health. Not managing chronic stress. This is the habit that most men ignore, but it's also the most dangerous. Chronic stress is a silent inflamer of the prostate. When you live in a constant state of anxiety, tension, or worry, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, these hormones cause inflammation, muscle tension, and hormonal imbalances that directly affect the prostate. Stress tightens the pelvic muscles, restricts blood flow, and irritates the nerves surrounding the prostate. It also weakens immune function, making it harder for the body to fight inflammation or infections. Older men often carry stress silently. Financial worries, family problems, health issues, or all of it accumulates. The result: more frequent urination, pain, urgency, and prostate swelling. But here's the good news. You can manage it. Simple habits like daily deep breathing, light exercise, stretching, and even 10 minutes of silence a day can drastically reduce your stress levels. Laughter, social connection, and quality sleep are medicine for the body and the prostate. Managing stress isn't just about feeling good. It's about healing your body from the inside out. This change alone can help reduce symptoms and naturally stop prostate growth. It's the most powerful step you can take today toward a healthier and more comfortable life. Now that you know the 10 habits that silently enlarge your prostate, the question is, what will you do from today? It's not about small adjustments. These are powerful measures that can prevent months or even years of discomfort, sleepless nights, and unnecessary medications. If you're over 60, the time to act is now. Don't wait for symptoms to worsen. Start by changing just one habit this week. Drink more water, walk a little more, or say no to that extra bacon at breakfast. Every action matters. Your prostate won't heal overnight, but with the right habits and a little consistency, your body can work wonders. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. With the right information, it's never too late to start taking care of yourself. Take care of your prostate, and it will take care of you.